Hi, I'm Rosie and welcome to She's in Tech. This is a talk where we talk about women and how they shape the tech industry. Today I'm joined by Agnes, who's the head of HR, and Emily, who is the head of talent. Hello.
Hello, Rosie.
Welcome.
Nice to see you.
How are you both? You okay?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good.
Thanks for having us.
Why, thank you for joining me. I obviously get the pleasure of working with both of you very closely, day in, day out, and have done for nearly 5 years now. But Agnes, you've been here for what, coming up to, or just over 14?
Just over 14 years, that's right.
Talk to me about your career and how you got to where we are today.
Yeah, so I've been with the company for over 14 years, joining when it was a much smaller business. So I have really grown alongside the company. I started in a more HR generalist role and then gradually progressed onto more leadership positions. A key highlight of my journey has been partnering with tech teams as a HR BP, which has really widened my perspective. I kind of stayed curious, learned a great deal and really enjoyed that experience.
Amazing. And talking about kind of skills and your experience there, I'm going to come on to you. So I was the first person that you managed.
You were, yeah, when you joined.
Do you have a key moment in your career or here at MHR that's kind of been that key moment for you?
Well, when I started here, I was an individual contributor like you. I used to recruit for, there's no area of the business I haven't recruited for. I managed the graduates at the time. I went to my manager and said I want to do some management, have an opportunity. So I started managing the graduates, and then once you joined, I became your manager, and then that's where the journey led from there. I was manager for a couple of years of the recruitment area, and then the head of opportunity came up. I interviewed with our chairman and our chief HR officer, was successful. Now I guess it's amazing watching my team develop and grow, be a part of these huge projects across the business. You guys pushed me and pushed me out my comfort zone every day. So yeah, I think probably being able to have that opportunity at the beginning to manage and then show my experience and get to where I am today.
And Agnes, moving on to yourself, not all of us know where we want to go in our careers. Some people, you know, have no idea. They find it maybe quite overwhelming because there's a lot of roles out there, a lot of, you know, skills and things like that. What advice would you give to someone if they're not sure where it is they want to be?
Yes, you're right. There is loads of opportunities, especially at our company. We're very happy, you know, to be supporting the internal mobility and the internal growth. But there is a lot to kind of comprehend and to really kind of, you know, I think I would say start with self-awareness. What are you good at? What is it that you would like to be doing? What would you like to do more of? I don't think you need like a perfect plan to begin with. A bit of an outline, like Emily said, pushing you out of your comfort zone. That's definitely key. Don't underestimate the value of internal learning as well. You know, your mentoring, your shadowing opportunities. Push yourself out there. Perhaps there are projects that you can take on. That would really get you out there, out of your comfort zone. It's all about constant learning and developing in that way.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of people early on in their career as well. What skills would you recommend to them, in terms of where they should grow or develop or enhance?
I would say confidence in communicating is a really big one. Being able to clearly articulate what you want to say, how you're going to say it. I think that also maybe influencing skills, learning influencing skills really early on will help you be able to have those conversations at all different levels and really advocate for yourself in different situations.
You've mentioned some really good skills there for people to, I suppose, focus on. Thinking of tech specifically, what would you say in terms of skills that people should focus on?
I think really the biggest attributes for anyone in tech I said it a second ago, number one would be self-advocacy. No one's going to shout for you louder than you're going to shout for yourself. I'd also look at, I think, building your network internally right at the beginning of your career is a key thing to do, because again, it comes into self-advocacy. You're then going to have those people around you also supporting you, cheering you on, saying your name in rooms when you're not there. I think that's really key as well. And put yourself forward for opportunities that you're maybe not 100% ready to go to. It's really important that you really push yourself out of your comfort zone, because you will learn a lot more being in opportunities and being in situations where actually you might only be comfortable doing 70%, but pushing yourself to do that extra 30 and having that network and those people around you to support you to get there as well.
Brilliant. And I'm sure you can both appreciate what I'm about to say. The workplace is forever changing, right? If we look back even over this last year with AI coming in and whatever else is going to come in the next future, Agnes, what do you think women could take away from listening to our chat today in terms of skills they can develop in the workplace currently as it stands?
Definitely changing and evolving environment, that's for sure.
Yes.
And tech industry and tech environment is naturally very fast paced. I would say adaptability and resilience, definitely key skills.
Resilience, definitely.
Definitely, especially considering how quickly AI is changing things, obviously not only within the workplace, but in general in our life. Communication, influencing skills that Em alluded to, also critical. But finally, I would say emotional intelligence and empathy. With workplaces evolving, that human side of work is not going anywhere. I think it's becoming even more important.
100%,
That would
yeah.
definitely be my advice.
And you two both mentioned confidence. How have you gained your confidence over your career?
I mentioned it earlier about stepping out of your comfort zone, and I think it's consistently pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, having people around you that are also going to encourage you to do that. So yeah, putting yourself in situations that you're not used to, going and presenting in areas that you're maybe not subject matter expert in. And then second of all, I think growing confidence over, I've been here 8 years, I've worked with Agnes for 8 years. It's having that peer group around you,
Yes.
to have that support, to challenge you, to challenge each other, to question what you're doing, but also to be your cheerleader and to support you in situations that you might not be 100% confident in.
Brilliant. And we obviously started this chat saying about how it's nearly 14 years that you've now been in the tech industry. Absolutely mesmerising.
It has gone really, really fast.
I can imagine.
Really fast.
I'm sure 8 years for you has gone
really fast.
very quick. How have you found your experience in the tech industry being a woman?
Rewarding, but very fast paced. Let's not shy away from that fact. Every day is different. However, when you think about all those skills that we've mentioned, working on your adaptability, resilience, gaining confidence, getting out of your comfort zone, that tech industry is perfect for that.
And as a final last question to you, Em, talk to me about how important it is to see women in the tech industry.
Yeah, definitely. Good question. As a business, we're building a product that serves so many different people in the market. So we need a diversity behind it to build that product. So I think that's why, obviously, it's really important to have female diversity in the tech industry, as well as every other type of diversity as well. And from a hiring perspective, representation means a lot. Being an advocate for our EVP, having people externally seeing females within the tech industry, they can relate to then wanting to join, because it's always good having representation and seeing where you could be if you're not already there. Brilliant, thank you. This has been She's in Tech. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Wow.